partners are down there. You know, I never planned this far ahead.
You never do.
I see someone got his memory back. Wait, is that a beacon? What the hell? Base. Alexa Carlisle's helicopter just took off. Confirm target locations, over.
Diana, what's the status?
Right. We have a situation. Carlisle has left the building. And I think I know why. The Constant has escaped. He persuaded one of the sailors into setting him free. And since then, he's been seizing control of Providence assets and resources. I can only assume Carlisle is rushing to contain the damage.
If she slips away again...
We'll keep track of her. Make sure she doesn't. Meanwhile, the plan stays the same. Your destination is the Scepter, the world's tallest building where the partners are laying low, courtesy of their host, Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali. Marcus Stuyvesant is fifth-generation old money. His family made its fortune in real estate and banking, and were at one point the chief landowners in New York. Carl Ingram is a powerful Washington kingmaker whose family grew rich selling gunpowder during the American Civil War, and later established a globe-spanning empire in oil, coal, and steel. Both families long since retreated from public view, but their quiet dominance endures to this day. Now, the partners likely suspect that we're coming, so Mr. Gray will infiltrate building controls and disable all electronic doors and elevators. Stuyvesant and Ingram are about to find they have nowhere left to run.
Right. This is our moment, 47. Providence ruined our lives with the flick of a pen. Today, we return the favor. Happy hunting.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Roulette Brothers 9. We have the lower bracket final today between In4Fun and Blithe. I'm joined for this thriller of a match with Observer. How are you doing today?
Doing good, Joker. And yeah, like you said, really good match today. Really excited. Our second last match of the PC bracket, so it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, this is like our last regular match before both the finals on Sunday. And of course, Danny Buta is waiting for the winner of these two, and the console final has been decided, and that is Buff versus Fanium. But this is the focus now. First map will be Dubai, picked by In4Fun. He, looking at the stats, does have that lead on Blithe, has more wins on it, has played it more, and has already beaten Blithe on it previously. Of course, Blithe is our RS7 champion. And this is the rematch of the RS7 final, if I remember correctly. So it's gonna be a good one indeed.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good fight of the rivals for a lot of this, and yeah, two really good players. It's only the best of the best left now, and
yeah, exactly.
It's really tough to put your money on anybody here because some of them have good days, some of them have bad days, and it's really hard to tell what those players are feeling like today.
Exactly, and all you need is just one bad game, or even one bad map, and you've lost it. You know, both these players are easily capable of taking any map from their opponent. Of course, I won't say the decided maps yet, but you know, they aren't the longest maps. So like, it's going to be one rip territory. If you rip, then the chances are you've lost the map. Especially even with the early on rips, we see Dubai, Mendoza both been picked, and you know, Mendoza is probably the longest map we have available to us today, which does say a lot about the maps. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on both maps. Of course, all the maps can be made hard with a few spins. Like, what would you like to see on Dubai?
Oh, Dubai, we always these players are probably pretty accustomed to their skydiving suit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, to be honest, there's obviously like drowning on Carl Ingram. That's a kind of annoying one sometimes because there is a lot of guards there, and you got to bring a couple of tranks. If you mess that up, it's easy to mess up, to be honest. So that would definitely be my one, I think.
I'd like to see a lyrical Marcus, you know, and this guy's just like you can't start in all that's close to him, so we'll have to see a bit of improvisation onto him. First spin will be coming up soon if you'd like to take this one.
Yeah, of course. So we have Carl Ingram, Explosion Accident as the kitchen staff, and Marcus Stuyvesant, Silence Shotgun as the skydiving suit, as we were just saying.
Yeah, so nice spin coming off here. not to blow my own trumpet, but there's a really nice strat you can do with Explosion Accident Marcus, with a few disguises, because kitchen staff, of course, down next to, what is it? Arena staff, whatever. Event staff, I think.
Yeah.
Start down by there. You can grab it, of course, as a propane. Then you just run up here, and you can throw the breacher, not a breacher, a propane in the big one, and it will just automatically kill Carl within 30 seconds, and you have time to go get Marcus. Of course, I do think the event security though is a lot safer of an option here. You know, you can do this kill remotely on exit if you want it to. Of course, it is a silence kill for Marcus, so it's not something you'd have to do right by the exit if you wanted to. So a nice spin in this regards, definitely.
And yeah, look at this lead that In4Fun had with that just instant decision to just go straight in. And I really like this. Even brought the taser, so now that kill is set up for Carl. Just has to really worry about getting Marcus isolated in time.
Yeah, he will be walking past these double doors right now, so definitely will be in a nice situation here to do a standard procedure onto Marcus.
Ooh, that was a scary door.
Yeah, no, definitely. Save the trank as well for this easier grab. And we'll continue to have the assault rifle. I guess that is just to make the Skydiver suit easy to grab with a quick panic, would be my one guess.
Yeah, I think you're right in saying that, Joker. And it's really tough. I'm trying to figure out. It looks like In4Fun is heading back up. He has a smuggle in the kind of meeting room, it seems, and he's probably going to go grab that. And it wants to hide these bodies just in case
some shenanigans occur when he does kill Card eventually. Blythe catching up a little bit now, of course, did have a lot longer of a plan in terms of actually how quick the buy is than In4Fun has. So yeah, and we'll opt to go for the Skydiver suit first, and not like In4Fun where you set up the kills and we'll get the conditions he needs first, and we'll worry about the disguise for Marcus.
Yeah, like you said, he can even. Yeah, he's going to get the skydiving so you can get the kill straight away. I don't think Blithe actually has his smuggle nearby either. I think he has to go up to maybe the meeting room as well, which is a bit annoying because both players were up there at one point.
Yeah, and the divide pickups are just a bit naff in general. That is like definitely the closest one where you're going to go really. You know, it's not that far away. You know, it just in terms of what we see on Dubai, it is considered long. Well, actually, in reality, it's not that bad of a walk. In4Fun doesn't have a loud pistol like we saw Blythe pick up.
Oh, we got ripped from In4Fun.
Will opt. Yeah, he was going to opt for a leg shot to panic everyone to make the extraction with the Skyrim suit a lot easier, and unfortunately did result in a rip here. Blythe now will be heading towards the kitchen staff. Of course, we use a trank for safety, although just a tip, you don't need anything. This body will never get found there, so it's fine just to knock him out mainly, but you know, we'll use a trank for safety here. So yeah, now Blythe with that lead is just up to In4Fun to try and catch up, but you know, it is Blythe's to lose now, you'd say.
Yeah, it's very hard for not much that can go wrong for Blade now, other than if he somehow did the explosion kill first, which I don't expect at all.
No.
But yeah, he has cams pretty much not dealt with, but all shot on the way up, so it's really safe area for him now.
Yeah, just had to get the propane now. I didn't opt for it. En route, we're going to Carl initially again. Not that much of a time waste here. It does have a nice 2 minutes lead on In4Fun now, so definitely will be fine just to take everything safely. These bodies are scary a little bit, but you know, generally he should be fine just to leave them all here.
Yeah, and it looks like Blade is doing that safety drag as well that we saw In4Fun doing, which is always a good idea because you don't want to risk it. You could go for the speed, but it's not worth it.
Not at all. So yeah, just the safety precautions here. The last thing you want to do on one of these maps is rip. So like, it's totally understandable. Doing what he's doing, he will pick up his shotgun. I think this is the penthouse storage or cleaning supplies, whatever it's called. That's where we normally see a shotgun smuggled. Of course, there are two. There's another one with around the names sound the exact same, and it's so easy to get them mixed up. But one's in the penthouse itself, the other isn't. But we'll have his shotgun ready now. This Marcus kill on the kitchen staff. This guy's not that far away.
Yeah, this kill probably one of the tougher ones, just to get the
Yeah.
skydiving suit up. But that's pretty easy now that you have him isolated and get that disguise up. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
kitchen
the
staff right
preacher,
there.
and he goes flying back to default.
That's like the last thing you want to happen. If it was like low explosive kill, you'd be shitting yourself. You'd be spamming the exit button, but no, it is a nice accident kill. So we'll be fine to exit with green guns, and yeah, that will be Blythe taking In4Fun's map pick of Dubai.
Yeah, pretty nice. Dubai there from Blithe. Very unfortunate In4Fun. We see those variations on the panic for getting skydiving suits. Sometimes that loud pistol is really good. We see it used
Yeah,
pretty often in Sapienza to get through the kitchens by a lot of players. It's just the fact that the sound obviously is loud. You don't have to expose yourself to any NPCs when you shoot, and that's the
yeah.
biggest benefit to it.
hmm
And we'll get to see it here In4Fun. Just unfortunately, too little, too late with that loud pistol. He must have picked it up from a guard that time around.
Yeah. Oh, all the guards on Dubai have a science pistol. It is right next to you when you start in event security, which was where we saw Blythe pick up initially. So yeah, just unfortunate for In4Fun there. And again, I think that's a mistake that he won't make again. But yeah, definitely we'll be on the back foot now as we travel into Mendoza, and we will quickly look at our mission briefing for Doza.
I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, he's hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Yeah, and hello and welcome back. Of course, we'll be traveling to Mendoza next, picked by Blythe, and like Dubai, they have played each other on here before, but this time Blythe came out victorious last time, so has the lead on this map in terms of the stats, but didn't prove that worthy last time for In4Fun. Of course, Blythe did end up taking Dubai, so yeah, In4Fun, I think that reads 6 wins, 8 losses. Blythe 3 wins, 1 losses. But Mendoza again, it's a map. Anything can happen. There are lots of odd things wrong with Mendoza.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, Joker. And we saw that not too long ago in a match with In4Fun and Danny Buddha. We had some shenanigans going on, and
Yeah,
it's still a tough map. Things can go wrong. There's a lot of finicky things. Your timing. A lot of the time, we see this is just a kind of catch Don at the right time, and then you got to go seeker 4 people and grab a grape knife or something. That's literally like 60% of this. Whether it's an icicle or a grapevine or anything down in the
ever down the vineyard.
Yeah, it's a tough map when certain spins like that come in. Like we see them time and time again. There's ones that just tackle your like bathroom management, your seeker management, whether you bring a medic device, what strat you're going to do on Tamara, because Tamara actually has like 4 or 5 different ways of getting her.
Yeah, so many. Lots of opportunities for Mendoza. Of course, loud kills can always prove challenging with the 12-second exit. Of course, on all maps it's 3 seconds. You have to wait by an exit. Those are it's 12. So of course, there's also them gaps in the frisk early on as well. So lots of things wrong with this map. You could say not a favourite of most people's. There are some people that like it, but the majority don't, unfortunately. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, I'm surprised we haven't seen it much. You know, this is like my second time seeing Mendoza this entire tournament. Like we just haven't, we don't see it at all, unfortunately. You know, like maps like Dartmoor and New York are picked more than Mendoza.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, RNG for Dartmoor and those maps. It's RNG is 1, 2, 3. Honestly, as those maps have been so dominant this
yeah,
real rivals. But Mendoza, yeah, I think you're right. I'd say
just haven't seen
4,
it
maybe
all.
5 times it's probably been
Yeah,
uh,
not much.
played, because there's obviously a lot of matches to keep track of, and I can't fully recall. But I do remember the most iconic one we had was that fire Yates kill. If you remember that at the beginning of this tournament, in a
Oh
match
yeah, with
Gordini Roy and
Claudine
Curry
Curry,
Maker,
yeah,
and we
yeah.
had an amazing fire kill from Curry. I still, it was so cool, the fact they made that work. And I'd love to see a fire kill again. See what our players in the lower bracket final have in store for us if they can get that. What spin would you like to see, Joker? Or what's your would you classify as a difficult one?
Loud tomorrow always cause issues. Of course, you'd have the bathrooms actually, which if you clear out everyone are soundproof. Of course, with the double doors, loud gates can also be made soundproof. So not the kills itself on Mendoza sometimes aren't challenging. It's more the disguises, but most of the disguises on Mendoza are just using the metic. You know, so it's just a long map, for example. Like if you have grape knife and then Sapper's axe, you know, you're just going up and down constantly. You know, you might then have whiny worker and chief sommelier, whatever it is. Like it's just so much wrong with the map in terms of how far you have to run. And the sim will arrive, and it will be Don Yates, Fallen Object Sommelier, and Tamara Vidal, Electrocution Mercenary. So you got your wish of Electrocution tomorrow.
Yeah, and the disguises as well. They're not too bad. Falling Object, of course, is pretty nice because he has a chandelier in his room. So
Yeah.
I would expect that. I'm trying to. I know we're kind of trying to figure it out, but we might see a waiter start or some start that just puts you down close to the summit. Yeah, Sado Chef as well.
Yeah, because of course
Yeah,
Waiter, she starts in a completely different spot, whereas every other disguiser starts in that nice area where you can isolate Don and seeker her into the bathrooms. Indeed, of course, the full object. You know, you can just put a breacher on the drop down and do it free. You know, so
yeah, good point
that is a
actually. Yeah,
remote kill there for Don if you wanted to make it a remote kill. So yeah, actually, not as long as the spin. Of course, mercenaries are right there because we will normally see them two knocked out if we see Don isolated. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that both players' approaches here.
now I'm curious. What is In4Fun planning here? Is he gonna do a remote electrocution with this pose? Because this is new to me.
Yeah, seems like it. Of course, you can just concussive the lamp or just shoot it beforehand, but then you have to come back up. So it's going to be interesting here from In4Fun. Of course, we usually see tomorrow isolated here anyway, so it's not like he's losing much time anyways. Of course, there are plant pots as well outside Don's house, so that would make it nice to see as well. But yeah, In4Fun will be going, but straight away
Oh, a
tomorrow's what
rip
he's
for
found.
In4Fun. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Curious if it was just placed in a bad position, but yeah, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow for In4Fun. I'm sure they practiced that because they were pretty confident in that location as well. So
Yeah, we saw what
curious if
happened
it's
last
just
time.
yeah.
Smashing against Danny in the bathroom, of course, was just waiting out tomorrow to finish puking. And then she just literally just legged it away. Like she had enough and decided, fuck you In4Fun, and just legged it across the map away. So yeah, I'm sure In4Fun doesn't want that to happen again, but we'll just opt for something different now. Go back to what he was planning beforehand. Blithe opting to go try and grab the sommelier first before navigating his way up to Don. Will have some more things to think about, you would say, I reckon. Of course, we'll have to deal with Valentina in a harder spot as well. Bit of fun, really nice here. We'll be grabbing Don downstairs, it seems.
Yeah, nice variation of strat here from both players. Somehow Yates doesn't see that mercenary just KO'd on the floor. Not that it would have mattered, just would have been a bit of a scream he might have had to deal with.
Yeah, Blythe now will be getting Don in a position with 3 NPCs behind him. I don't know if he has much strength left Might be able to just shoot
Oh,
this
there's
here and
no
here.
way.
If he can do this, I
Nah.
think sways a bit away.
Would have been nice, but
I think if he was there early enough, he would have possibly used a coin. You would
yeah, coin
say
would have been
the
beautiful
coin would have been
to
beautiful,
use.
of course. We see in on the strats, an RFID coin will be used right there just to distract Don towards it. So would have been nice. It's gonna be interesting to see what he tries and do here, just to try and get rid of these two mercenaries and Valentina. In fun now, we'll have Don knocked
Ooh.
out and will opt for the remote version of this fallen object kill.
Yeah, it's worth knowing. It's actually pretty close right now. The only difference, really, I don't think either player have Tamara isolated this time around because, of course, it's electrocution. Because In4Fun swapped it up. But the only difference right now is the sommelier for In4Fun. Oh, and Blithe is doing some crazy stuff. Oh, I don't know if this is really in the favor of Blithe right now. There's a risky shot here for In4Fun. I always hate this illegal carry seeker shot because you can just get a bad day. And it looks like he gets it.
Yeah, he gets it off perfectly fine, I'm sure. Goes to the toilet soon enough, and he always have to clear out the bathroom. The sinks in the bathroom, I think, though, are weird because you turn off the water and the water just automatically evaporates. So you have to get the kill straight away, but of course has a disguise on that already, so should be fine just to leave Tamara down and detonate the taser straight away. Won't have to worry about turning the tap off as Tamara will be dead.
And yeah, it's getting closer and closer right now. I'm actually it's really hard to tell who's in the lead because In4Fun has Tamara in the bathroom already. Doesn't have the disguise needed for Yates still. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now, and
well, he's going to have to get a key card, you'd argue, to go try and grab the smelly in the quickest way he can. Of course, there is one really close by here. We'll turn the tap, shuts the door immediately, and we'll have that first kill down onto Tamara. I think we'll try and distract this bodyguard next to try and get through this door.
yeah, it seems so. Body was found as well, and also Blithe decided not to go for that bottom floor chandelier because of the fact that table is probably a little bit scary, but also the fact he doesn't want to risk anybody hearing it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, does manage to get gone down though eventually. We'll have to play a game of chase now with Tamara and try and get her towards the toilet. Might be in an area where, if you do see her, she'll go over the edge of the balcony, which you don't want for this electrocution here, of course.
And yeah, I was just thinking as well, this might be one of the scenarios where wetsuit exit actually might be favorable as well, because once you get that sommelier, you can just head up the stairs, get the wetsuit, and exit right there if those guards are dealt with.
Yeah,
but
true.
depends on Tranks and everything, and In4Fun might just play it safe and go for Tango. Oh, it's so close right now. It's really hard to say. The Seeker obviously is a lot harder to time, but she's very close to those bathrooms.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait long at all. And I think this is where we'll see a Tango exit from Blithe. But Diana's a bit of a way away, so might wait a long time for that to come around. Of course, In4Fun now will have Smelly Disguise knocked out and grabbed, so very close to an exit himself here. We'll get the kill down.
Well, no cams or okay. Oh my god, this is agonizingly close right now for both players. They're pretty much passing each other.
Yeah.
Oh, and the issue is Blithe has to deal with that body in the room, so he's going to have to do a lot of dragging. Not only that body, but the guard in that bathroom as well for safety.
Yeah, there's lots to go wrong.
And In4Fun gets the tango as well, so that's looking pretty good for him.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait it out. Of course, we have seen in the past things go wrong in the tango exit. But hopefully we'll find, of course, both kills were accidents. Of course, didn't knock around some other bodies, but in that case, should be fine here. Just to leave them all out. Won't opt to go.
Did somebody in the tango area hear the tap? They did.
Yeah, just up there. But the issue is when you turn off that tap, the water will just immediately evaporate. So we from Blithe Bike, I can't see him winning this now. In4Fun finish so far ahead. We'll just have to wait ever so slightly for the tango cutscene to finish, but yeah, it's definitely in his hands here.
Yeah, no proximity concussion duck. So much hate. Fast exit. And yeah, it looks like Blithe is going to get it, but like we said, too little, too late. And there's the 5 stars from In4Fun as well.
Stars, yeah. Very nice from In4Fun there. Tried to do something different at the start. Unfortunately, didn't work straight away, but did get it to work. Changed up his strat, did get it to work. And Tamara now not dying at all for Blithe, and yeah, it looked like it would have caused him issues anyways.
Yeah, and both players, I feel like I say it's every single match, take each other's maps. In4Fun losing Dubai to Blithe, and Blithe taking In4Fun's map.
Yeah, so they're both equal 1-on-1 on both maps. Next map will be Whittleton Creek, another quick 2-type map, you could say. So yeah, it's going to be, we said before the start, it's going to be a quick map, and yeah. I don't know what's more to say about Whittleton Creek. You know, it's just...
There's not much to say, honestly.
Quick 2 types. I mean, you have the clues, which had a bit more time, but they're right by the targets, you know, so they don't have much, and we will quickly look at the mission briefing to give us a quick break here.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real shattered plant.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
So yeah, we'll be going to Whittleton Creek next. Again, the stats. Well, I'm fun playing this 15 times, winning 12, only losing 3 times. But however, one of the losses was to Blithe when they have previously met up. Blithe around that 75% win rate, of course. 3 wins, only 1 loss. So yeah, it's another. Blithe is just it must be over 50% win rate on most of the maps. But In4Fun, definitely a lot more experience, and you would favour someone in these type of scenarios with that more experience on a map here.
Yeah, definitely. The experience always shines through. You might know the map, but there's always those little, I always say, micro actions that you got to deal with. Whether it's just like getting like a hatchet across the road while wearing the server disguise. You think you know how to do it, and then suddenly push comes to shove, and you have to improvise because something happened. Yeah, and it's just the experience kind of shows through when stuff like that happens.
Yeah, you need to get rid of the hatchet, and then boom, the jogger's there. You know, like it's just weird. Pajero, are you stupid? In4Fun has 80% Pajero. Blithe has 75%. Come on, man, sort it out.
I'm just typing.
Yeah, anyways.
But yeah, so like close.
You go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, so close. It's literally so close that it's totally understandable to get it that close. But like I said, the experience is going to be crazy. And the record as well, set by none other than yourself just recently.
It's crazy. And I think actually, like, it's so easy to forget about known execution in the mailbox.
Yeah,
like,
it's so true.
You mock it, yeah. But as a player, if you don't think about it, you don't have, like, of course, the map record that did include that known execution. Now I was shouting at myself before the game, just saying, if it's Whittleton known execution, use the mailbox, because I've played in a roulette thing before and I didn't do the mailbox. It's just
Yeah,
something it's so easy to forget about. So it'll be interesting to see.
even some explosion accident suit for Janus will be exciting to see. Of course,
Oh
getting
yeah,
that propane or the oxygen tank. Even I don't
something
think
like
he's inhaling propane.
Gardener suit, even police step suit, perhaps, or even real estate book. You might have enough time to grab and still manage to get that shot off. And yeah, it will be interesting to see what both players' approaches are to. Well, imagine that explosion accident Janus, so then like electrocution Cassidy. It's like a suit, and then that would be definitely in danger of the new record. Spin Colin just 5 seconds now. If you want to take this one, of course.
I would love to. Hopefully, we get some interesting spin for this. And what do we have? We have Janus drowning as Spencer the Hammer Green and Nolan Cassidy loud assault rifle as the gardener. So, not the easiest kills to be honest.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, and I'm actually curious as what start we're going to see. Of course, Spencer is away from Janus, so you would preferably want to see our players going for that kill last, I would guess.
But yeah, again, the garden's away from Nolan. You know, the garden is in Helen's garden, and then you can start in garden. So you know, both kills are like the disguises are like on opposite ends of the map, really. Where the so if the disguises were switched, it's going to be a lot more easier. But I mean, unfortunately, you go see a lot of running, which on Whittleton Creek you don't see often. Is a lot of running. You should be seeing the map gone across once, maybe twice, but we'll see it minimum 3 times perhaps in this spin.
Oh, and yeah, someone in chat, Osh saying it honestly read my mind. I was about to say,
Yeah,
sedative fumigator is beautiful here. You get Spencer dealt with, you get a clue dealt with, you get
All three as
Nolan
well. You can get all
literally
three.
knocked out in a house, and you can do a loud kill. And if anybody tries to enter, they're just going to get knocked out anyway.
Yeah, it's just such a good strat. And if we'll opt to go for Spencer first, so we'll suggest that you just will go and deal with James, then come back and get Cassidy as he navigates back round into the garage. You would assume.
Yeah, and I think there is a dump spot in this garage as well, so it should
Yeah.
be if we do expect In4Fun to try catch that timing. Are we getting a sedative syringe? Oh wow, don't see it used often, but
That might actually just be to save a slot in the storage. You would say.
oh,
There
it
is only
could
one.
be Trank, Seeker, and yeah, he might just be saving the Trank for something, but we'll have to see. I know he does only have one dart gun, and he has a smuggle, which has to be the loud assault rifle, I would assume.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and he's
Blythe.
getting the body to be found actually by turning on the generator again, so it must be to delay Nolan maybe.
Uh,
So yeah, that body gets found, and that was on purpose from In4Fun. So interesting approach. Meanwhile, though, Blithe also got the disguise. Went for a different way around, though.
no, I think it's like in suit, so you will lose that garden disguise, which we have seen in front. Already have, because he did leave it in the garage of Cassidy's house. Might have some troubles now navigating around Janus's garden here, but you know he's experienced enough. He should be fine. Of course, Janus right next to a bathroom here, so the kill itself won't take long. You just might have to be careful with Gunther and the other bodyguard in the kitchen.
Yeah, like he can't really trank this guy. He could, but a little bit scary. Oh, the hesitation from In4Fun almost killed me there.
You'll have to move his body out of the way because he would have to take the shot from the bathroom or just run into the bathroom straight away, of course. So, of course, Gunther will just see him in there. Or we'll just actually just seek a both to try and make this kill a lot easier for himself here. Definitely have enough time as well to go back around. Doesn't have to go into the garage.
Oh, and Blithe used a Calmer instead of a Seeker and accidentally tanked Janus. Oh my, that's super unfortunate. No, I don't think many people caught that until after the fact. But oh, you can't help but be annoyed at yourself for that one. Oh my.
You know, unfortunate there for all. Life in fun now. We'll get that drown kill onto Janus. Of course, all of his darts are gone, so after get this kill onto Cassie in the garage, and of course, actually, Spencer being found will make that a lot easier, so we can just have them room for Nolan's body and his bodyguard's body. In4Fun will swap into the James bodyguard disguise just to make the extraction of this house a lot easier.
Yeah, I really like this from In4Fun. I say this time and time again. The consistency, making patting just a little bit easier, whether it takes 10 seconds to get disguise, get out of a 20-second area. I always love to see it. We see it time and time again, especially maps like Santa Fortuna. You see that routing and stuff like that is so important. It's just as important as getting the kills quickly, in my opinion, because it's so so nice to see it when they plan it well.
Well, if you don't have good routing, you might not make timings, and that's all. The roulette is a lot to do with timings. So yeah, it's just if you have good routing to get to the kills on time and all that, it'd be all good. In4Fun as well, just going straight to his AR slash. I think we'll wait for him just for Cassidy to move as well, so he doesn't actually trigger his phone call. So yeah, nice from In4Fun, just optimizing.
I just realized as well, Joker, that sedative syringe was because Spencer couldn't be dumped, and there's 2 dump spots in that garage, and if he did the loud kill, he'd have to leave a body on the ground.
Yeah, that's what.
So it's honestly, 5 head, if anything. From In4Fun, I would not have been able to think further than leaving the garage after Spencer. So it's really nice to see the planning there from In4Fun. Meanwhile, though, Blithe is making time back a little bit. He's back to Janus's house pretty quickly.
Yeah, but In4Fun, such a big lead here. It'll be interesting to see if he goes for the clues first or get a kill down first. Of course, clues might be safer to get first, but it doesn't really matter. Of course, both bodies will be hidden. Still has a shotgun on his back, which he will eventually drop. Of course, picked up from Spencer and just still decided to carry it around him. So a bit of a souvenir for him here. But of course, now dumping Cassidy's guard and dragging Cassidy across to the box here. We'll see the second kill done for In4Fun now.
Yeah. Does leave the garage door open, which I guess I don't mind, but
nice hit from Blithe as well. Again,
Blithe is dealing with it well.
Yeah, getting a nice peekaboo onto Gunther here for a nice knockout when he turns back around. Of course, James will still be puking comfortably, so we'll be fine. Just to get this drown kill off. The body flops forward, but is aware of the other bodyguard in the kitchen. Is all good to do what he just did. So yeah, nice bit of awareness again from Blithe, and we'll get this drown kill off onto James now. Just waiting for the other bodyguard to move. So again, still very nice awareness from Blithe here.
Yeah, while Blithe is getting this kill, we see In4Fun getting that cigar box, and he's not even trespassing here, of course, as he digs up this nice little clue. So perfectly placed by an exit.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? But yeah, In4Fun now. All clues down, all kills down. We'll be running the exit as well, and we'll be exiting Whittleton Creek. Blithe just nowhere to come back after that trank onto Janus, unfortunately. And there will be In4Fun taking Whittleton Creek.
Yeah, very nice from In4Fun, extending his amazing amount of matches played on this map. I think he's brought up to
16.
13. 16? 13 wins, 3. Yeah. Exactly.
And yeah, it's another map where Blithe had previously been In4Fun on, and then now they're 1-1 on it. Of course, won by Blithe in this game, but In4Fun went last game. Then Mendoza and Whittleton Creek, both won by Blithe, but this time round won by In4Fun. And we will be travelling to Dartmoor next if we take a quick look at the mission briefing.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the 3 families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture. So don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
So yeah, we will be traveling to Dartmoor next. Definitely the quickest map in the trilogy, you would say. Does have the quickest record, and again, it's another map like Mendoza, not liked by much people. Some do, some don't, and yeah, it split a lot of people this tournament. You would say with how it's been in the decider pools and how much it's occurred.
Yeah, for sure, Joe. Honestly, it has to be the most. That and New York has been showing up a lot, but
I think
Dartmoor has to be one of the most RNG dominant maps that's shown up this whole tournament. We even had a record broken for it as well, not too long ago.
I think more than it. I think because of how much people hate it, I think they just take note of Dartmoor more. That I just look on Dartmoor. So actually, yeah, there might be some the odd map that might be picked, but we definitely have seen it a lot. And yeah, it's you would say it's like New York, but I think with New York there is just one solid strap. You've seen it all the time, pretty much. On Dartmoor, you do have some options. Of course, you have fast forward. You can get her in an office. You can get her in a hallway. You can seek her. So it could be some options, and with some spins, actually might just be the difference between winning and losing. That's how quick this map is. Again, if you have a slow plan, you might lose Dartmoor. You know.
Yeah.
So,
we'll have to see what we get. We had our dream spin. Yeah, Danny just saying Sue falling object is the Sasso approach. But we had private investigator falling object, which is like I said, the lottery ticket of spins you'd like to see on this map.
And that 136 for that spin is you would still slay easily beatable. So
yeah, we had like 20 seconds planning. We had a bit of a mishap during it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And, yeah,
so much. I reckon the Dartmoor Lucky can get to a minute if you have the right thing loaded out.
I'd give it like 115 would be like, I think, because there is a bit of a human element to it.
Yeah,
I'm sure people like Danny would disagree, but we'll have to see. Obviously, the thing is, you'd have to be waiting for it. Like, you'd have to be you'd have to have your planning screen ready, hoping you get that dream spin. You'd have to go in straight away, perfectly execute it, and press finish after tapping out.
Yeah, for sure. Still, of course, achievable, but again, I think both these players, if given the right spin, that record is beatable for both these players, of course. So yeah, it's gonna be self-wrap. Actually, it's gonna be. I like Dartmoor. I like it against these two good players because it's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be action for a whole minute and a half. Such a long time we'll see action for. But so yeah, it's just gonna be interesting and great here. What happens? In4Fun though, that's a nice just run past the guard with his strength out against a gun flash. So I don't know if he meant that, but still, it's something that would save you lots of time on this map instead of having to wait for the guard to come back outside or trying to risk knocking him out straight away.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just thinking, if you want a good tell of who's ahead on Dartmoor, check who clicks go on the loading screen or the planning screen first.
Yeah,
and that's a pretty good bet on your money for who's going to be the first person out of this map. Because
yeah, indeed.
Unless we see some isolations in the office. Let's see what we got. Kind of exciting.
Hatch Undertaker. I'm guessing fast forward suit is what you would see. You don't want to be isolating Alexa upstairs here. You do want to go downstairs. Of course, Hatch is there as well. Of course, you have access to that bodyguard disguise as well. So not exactly long. You could say. I think you would have longer Dartmoor spins, but in reality, not that long in the grand scheme of things here. But
yeah, I do think it could be one of the longer spins you can get in this map. It's pretty much what's the most easterly object or easterly person and westerly object, and then just put them together and get the Alexa kill.
Yeah, but you would favour In4Fun here. He's 20 seconds ahead, 25 seconds
ahead. Like I said, load in straight away, get a seeker. That's all you need. A seeker and a trank even.
Oh, we will to knock out these bodies. You would just normally just trank the Undertaker, and actually we'll be fine to leave these bodies here. Probably Alexa will be in the meeting room and will just require a seeker off. You will get Rebecca as she's wandering into it, you would say. So we'll have one token down. It just depends where Fernsby is as well at this time. So yeah, guys.
Oh, we got a rip from Blithe there.
Ooh.
That's a really painful map to rip on.
Yeah. And In4Fun, 1 minute lead now. We're definitely in the favourable position, you would say. That 1 minute lead.
Yeah. He played it safe going up for that Undertaker. It's like Blithe is going for like a Sonko. It's the only no knockouts. He was like throwing objects all around the place to try and make sure nobody saw him. Oh, and a rip for
In4Fun. The mansion lady turns around. She is always something you have to be careful of. Whether you're escaping as the mansion staff from the office or just doing that, she has such an itch for that. So just have to be a bit aware. And Blythe now has flipped on the head here, and Blythe with the lead. He uses the briefcase to get the nice throw off here. Will come round, just stand behind him and trank. Makes it a little bit harder for himself, but does manage to get the Undertaker down at the expense of a briefcase and a trank here.
Yeah, not too bad from Blithe there. It was a bit sketchy just for a moment, but looks like he figured it out. And is In4Fun going for a different approach this time? Doesn't seem like it. Looks like he's going to go for the trank this time.
We'll still knock the Gardener out anyways. Again,
yes, interesting choice there, but it should be okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine, of course. Just a weird decision to still use a trank there if you knock out the other guy anyways. But yeah, Blythe is going upstairs. This is gonna be
Did he not do fast forward?
No, he has, because you can see Alexa. Oh no, Alexa's
upstairs in her isolation kind of room.
Ooh, I like this from Blithe here. Of course, you can actually get Alexa easily on time here, of course. It's just going to depend. The hatchet will be a very long way to transport. We'll have to manually go up and down as the bodyguard here. Opting to go for these tranks first and not snail the two guards first. Actually, doesn't even have a snail. We'll just come in and trank these two guards.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure about this approach. I think In4Fun got the seeker off as well, so he can pretty much get the hatchet. I guess the big difference right now is the fact Blithe has the case file at his expense now. Wow.
Oh, Blithe. Just
very close there.
Gonna do a very quick knockout. Unfortunately, pulled out an SMG from one of the guards stepping up his crowbar. And nearly just shot that off. We'll have the case file as well. It doesn't really matter. You can get it before or after here. But
a bit of backtracking for Blithe, right? Like, it's a lot of, he has to get the hatchet, he's go all the way back up. Of course, he brought a disguise with him.
He will have to go through the house as well with the hatchet. Of course, we won't be able to climb up the ladders or anything with it. In4Fun now with the kill onto Alexa. We'll just have to get the tokens, which might be hard.
He did use that gun flash as well, Joker.
Yeah, that's why it's a little bit nice from In4Fun there, definitely. It's just going to be a hunt for Rebecca and Fernsby now. And we'll come back round into the house and can just...
Oh, another gun flash for In4Fun. Don't think he meant that one, though.
Fernsby
I thought he missed that trank on Fernsby. Oh, my God.
So, yeah, Blithe now back in the house. Run up to Alexa, of course, does have that quick drop down we saw used last time. But In4Fun so close here, you would say. Just requires a thing. Uses the gun flash yet again.
Oh, my God, In4Fun. You're killing me.
Where's Rebecca? That's the all important question to In4Fun here, is where is Rebecca? Of course, has some form. Both players restarted twice, loading twice actually. It's a bit different. Blithe will.
Oh, this is so close right now. It's so hard to tell. I think In4Fun may have a tiny bit of a lead.
He's a lot closer to an exit. Here. Just has to grab the hearse keys. We'll finish with a better in time. Blithe now has to kill down onto Alexa. We'll do the quick jump down. Of course, you don't want to be failing there, but In4Fun exiting now. Blythe, 10 seconds behind. Definitely going to be photo finish, and Blythe definitely has longer loads, I would say. So
yeah,
it's definitely going to be very close.
God, my heart there. That was so much dancing with fire from In4Fun. So many gun flashes. Obviously knew what he was doing, but
yeah, I think 3 gun flashes, was it?
Yeah, 3 gun flashes. Going into the bathroom, going past the bathroom, coming back out to get Rebecca. But yeah, I do think the photo finish is going to be close, and of course we have to calculate it. But yeah, my God, what a Dartmoor.
I think we have a lot of stream delay from Blythe as well. The finish came through when he was grabbing the hearse keys or something. So I think we do have a bit of stream delay from Blythe there as well. So the gap is going to be very close here. And both players did restart once, but you see that in-game time. The fast forward definitely seemed favourable there, and In4Fun put such good
Oh,
use.
it's 5 seconds, by the way,
5
Joker,
seconds. This is.
which is very likely to be caught up on.
I
Like
can
you said,
I can see Blythe take a sack. Blythe's loads for PC standards aren't the best at all. So it's going to be interesting to see. Of course, loading in twice as well, they'll just add up more. And of course, even if it is a tie, it is a first 6. So we'll see our map 5 be used, and if Blythe wins that one, we'll be challenged to map 6, which we haven't seen often. I think it's actually only Blythe before, of course, against Pajero that we have seen that map 6 be used on.
yeah, exactly. And I'm really curious with this photo finish. I think you said Blythe had 2 restarts, where In4Fun only had 1. Was that the scenario that happened?
I think they both restarted once.
Okay.
Of course, we had
That's good to hear.
Blythe ripped with the little Lady Gardener her turn, trying to grab Undertaker. In4Fun ripped, trying to seek her Alexa. So yeah, but I just loved the use of the gun flashes from In4Fun there. It was just so nice to see them be used there. But yeah, just opting in and out, coming in and out of the house with the I'm nearly wish I could just whip out my gun, and it was all sorted. So nice from In4Fun
That guard essentially was a metaphor for what we felt like watching those gun flashes go off. He just constantly was being shot by an Undertaker running through the house with a gun in his hand.
Yeah, so
my God.
And we thought Blythe had won it. We really did thought Blythe had won it, but In4Fun was just running around Dartmoor and was just nailing everything at constant thing. And this is why I think Dartmoor's a good map. Although it's photo finish and we'll be waiting a little bit, that was enjoyable. Just having that, it was tens on the edge of our seats there. Just anything could happen for either players, and we saw from In4Fun. Look at that, 35 seconds better in-game time than Blythe, but you could easily still see Blythe taking Dartmoor here. So yeah, definitely going to be close here for both players.
Yeah, and I was just thinking there, 8 seconds is what Blythe would need to gain on In4Fun to actually take the map, because of course he has 5 seconds to catch up on, 2 seconds for the photo finish, and then 1 second more than that to get out of it. So there is a bit of loading for Blythe to catch up on, and I really don't know. And this is why I hate photo finishes, because they need to be done, but it's completely unknown. I know you could go back and watch the VOD yourself if you wanted, but
yeah, I'm sure Fro wouldn't mind someone else in there photo finish other than him.
Yeah, we needed them for the Blade and Pidgey game.
It could be a similar scenario to that, where we will see it be checked multiple times because it's just that close, and I wouldn't be surprised with a 5-second difference if that is the case as well. So definitely going to be good. And yes, so if In4Fun does win, it will be a Hungarian final between Danny and In4Fun, of course, both being the RRWC champions as well. So definitely going to be a nice final to have there.
Yeah. It does look like they're just going to make sure that this time is correct. They have to, of course, because this is a very pivotal map. If In4Fun takes this, it will be the match over. But if Blithe takes it, we're going to, most likely, unless we have another photo finish, a final map decider where both players have a chance at going on to the PC Grand Finals.
Yeah, you don't want to see either player go. I would not care seeing either player in the finals, but unfortunately, one has to go. And if Blythe goes out on this, that would be so sad to see. You don't want to have that photo finish message come through as the way that you lost. But
yeah, true.
It's gonna be tight. We said it's definitely gonna be tight here. I can see it going In4Fun's way, Blythe's way, or a draw. I can easily see that. So yeah, it's just so it's the nerves. I'm not even a player. Getting nervous for both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's and this is probably the longest part about Dartmoor is the photo finish itself. So shows what type of map it is, and if you see it once, if you see one rip even, like the chances of a photo finish are so slim. But when you see one from both players, and they were far apart in fun, wow, just so crazy to catch it up there, and it was just very, very quick as we saw him just gun flash after gun flash after gun flash, Trank, Rebecca, Trank first being run out, and that's what it was. Blithe, if it was of anything else other than the hatchet, it would have been Blithe, I would have said. Maybe exception of the folding knife, but he might have been able to go up and round the quicker way, not having to navigate up through the house. So yeah, definitely going to be tight here. But again, if In4Fun has quick enough loads, Blythe can easily take this. Like I know Blythe. I played Blythe in Roulette Freestyle once, and I had a 20-second lead, I think, and I nearly lost it. And that's just like, it's like Blythe. It's not even a bad thing almost. Like Blythe doesn't have that good of loads compared to other PC players. So definitely enjoy it. Makes it entertaining. I can't lie.
And as you're saying that as well, I can see throat typing in the matchup chat. It's killing me, the suspense. The typing is one of the most nerve-wracking things, because you know it's going to hit any moment. And oh my.
Yeah,
it's really tough to say. And nervous. Someone also said if In4Fun does move forward, we're going to have a Hungarian final. Danny Buda and In4Fun both being from Hungary. So it's going to be one hell of a feast.
Yeah, I think we have seen In4Fun, of course, didn't participate in RR. Abe, of course, made the final in RR7 as well, so it could have almost like a 100% final rate in the RRs this year. And I wouldn't in RRWC potentially one of the favourites already. So of course has that. I think has seed 1 secured already. So again, definitely going to be interesting here for sure.
Oh, the anticipation is killing me. I can't even imagine what they feel like, because this is this is a golden ticket to the final, and not many people get that feeling. Oh my god!
Do you want to read out what's just occurred?
In4Fun had a total loading time of 8 seconds over 2 loads, where Blithe had a total loading time of 13.5. So Blithe leads by 0.5 seconds, so the map is a draw, and we're going to be moving on. You can always count on Colored Lonely to be the admin chat and Twitch chat. But yeah.
Wow.
Moving to New York, which, oh my god. Of course, In4Fun does have a map in hand now. That tie definitely is probably the best way of not winning for him.
Blythe has to win. If this is the draw and In4Fun wins, the pressure is on Blythe now to win. So literally there's pressure on him to plan quick and do the map itself quick. And on New York again, if you rip, I said it with Dartmoor if you rip, you've lost. But that happened, and it was a tie. So it could still happen with Blythe here as we look at the mission briefing, which will probably be quicker than the New York spin itself.
The constant says to follow the money.
Milton Fitzpatrick, the investment bank. It's a key Providence asset.
Which you worked for.
The director of the New York branch is a Providence operative. It's our best bet as a way in.
I'll tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
Right, gentlemen. Here's what we've come up with. The partners are transitioning between identities, but everything is so recent, the Milton Fitzpatrick bank records will still be intact. We've confirmed that the partners have active accounts there. However, the bank's records are remotely updated on a frequent basis. We may only have hours before any leads that could get us the new identities of the partners are gone forever. The data we need can be obtained in 2 ways. The bank's data core can be accessed through the basement vault, but getting inside the vault could be challenging. Alternatively, Bank Director Athena Savalas, Head of Security Mateo Perez, and Head of Accounts Fabian Mann each carry a partial backup drive with the data. We'll need all 3 drives to get the full data. Now, we cannot risk the partners discovering the data breach. Eliminating the bank's director, Athena Savalas, would sever the last remaining Providence tie to the bank and keep our activities hidden.
Okay, one more time. We break into the vault, extract the hard drive rack, and eliminate the director on the way out.
We.
You. Good luck, 47.
So yeah, another short map to follow up here will be New York. In4Fun does have the record on this map. Of course, it is being 2:15, which he set in RRWC. He's really known for New York. I think when you think of In4Fun, New York is what you think about, really, don't you?
Yep, definitely. Yeah, it's one of those maps I would associate with a certain player, like you said. Like everybody has kind of their own map, or there's a few players. There's like Chris X3, for example. I'd associate him with Berlin, and definitely In4Fun with New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so much to this.
Yeah, need
this
some
map.
New York tips. You are In4Fun. But Blithe is one of the 5 times that In4Fun has lost New York too. But in this match, we have seen that if you've won the map against your opponent previously, you're gonna lose it. So you would favour In4Fun in this situation because of the more experience and the fact that Blithe has beaten him on it previously, which on Mendoza, Dubai, and Whittleton Creek didn't matter anything as the other person did win the match.
And yeah, I was just about to check as well because I saw somebody asking in chat. The spin was next snap as security guard, which is pretty free.
Yeah, it's
that's
pretty quick actually.
as long as you don't have to deviate out of your route going up to get the discs and up to Athena.
Yeah,
Then it's just pretty free. Like you can do a security guard, you can do loud pistol, you can do probably screwdriver, scissors on the way up as well. There's a lot of items you can grab. Of course, you have a smuggle as well, so a lot of loud kills as well. Of course, next snap probably one of the nicest ones. Maybe silenced pistol or something would have been interesting, or some kind of lethal throw.
Of course, loud kills. You do have that soundproof room, but there's that soundproof corner as well in Athena's office. And if I'm sure In4Fun will know about that soundproof corner. Likewise with Blithe, he has played New York 5 times and won on all occasions. So we'll have to make that 6 wins, 0 losses if he does want to stay in RR9 here and have a chance at reaching Danny Buter in that final on Sunday.
And yeah, never has New York been more important right now for both players. We are in a lower bracket, so like you said, you're either going to the final or you're going home. So pretty important. And that photo finish definitely has them a bit nervous, I'd say. Blithe escaping by the skin of his teeth, and In4Fun getting the trophy stolen from him last half a second even. But I do think we have our next spin coming up, and I'd say it's your turn, Joker. If not, you can take it anyway.
Yeah. Oh no, it's sure. Doesn't matter. I'll take New York. It's only one target, which is Athena Savalas consumed poison.
Oh my god!
The janitor. So there might be a bit of waiting here. I can't lie.
Yeah, I mean, get in there as fast as possible. That's all you need to do.
Literally
make sure you have a way to get in to get the vodka.
Yeah, exactly. Poison and load.
And there we go. In4Fun's in already. So if we don't get a rip, and he makes first cycle, that is going to be a pretty nice lead. I've never seen that vault.
What?
I've never seen that vault.
And you get the Trank off onto Matteo as well. That's so nice.
What the hell?
That is so nice.
That is actually crazy.
And he's close to the vodka bottle as well here. So
whoa. I'm amazed at that. Nice. What the hell?
Nice and fun here. Blythe now loading into In4Fun. We'll have half a minute lead here, which is exactly what you want. Of course, after Athena dies, you will have to go and collect the data disc off of that. Although, actually, it would be nice to see the data core used in this.
You might have to give Blithe a quick refresh. It does seem like he's behind because I refreshed mine and he's already 15 seconds ahead.
Oh, that's our fault, Blythe. Oh my god, we've been sliding.
Yeah, but he did have a restart, actually, so there's a bit of a fall behind now for him. Bit of a lead for In4Fun. Now, I suppose one thing that is worth noting is you don't actually have to have Janitor going up to Athena.
No,
it's just preferred because if you're getting the discs on the way up, then preferably you just want to wait by the CEO card exit. Oh, and I don't like this Trank.
That's fine. That's also a benefit of the security guard as well here. You will be able to take out the cameras just fine, you would argue, but Blythe will opt to get this Janitor here, not opt to start it. But In4Fun, we saw him starting Janitor and such a nice disc to grab from Matthew straight away. It was so nice to see that from In4Fun here. We'll have to sort of clear out this room somewhat to make this consume poison easier for him.
Now, we're getting a peekaboo For In4Fun, it seems like he's gonna place the briefcase. He's probably gonna try to get the guard's outfit, run over Poison.
Yeah.
Oh, this still scares me, and it's definitely a big potential for a rip still, because this is not easy stuff, and
Not
we've
at
seen
all.
players fail. Even with that mirror there, it always scares me. And does get the
Oh,
knockout.
nice. Just things really were crossed there for In4Fun.
This looks
What's
scary
Blithe
for
doing
Blight right
here?
now. What is going on? He's trespassing in here as well, so... And there's 2 people coming in. Oh, this is not good.
Not
He
good
got
at
peekaboo
all.
as well. Doesn't have a trank. Oh, and that's a rip for Blight.
I think
That's
he
a
tried a gun
massive rip
flash,
for him
or
now.
I think his last thing there was a gun flash, and he tried it, and unfortunately didn't pay off at all there. And In4Fun now will be close to the vodka bottle, and we'll place it down, and then poison the little whiskey glass next to it. Please distract this other guard, In4Fun.
Yeah, I was about to say, he needs to throw a coin or something. Just throw it behind him. Is he waiting for him to move over?
You would assume. Why don't you try and, I don't know.
I don't like that.
Not at all. Does poison the glass and gets it off successfully. So yeah, we'll just have to swap and wearing that giant disguise now. I assume he will just wait here as well, so he can go.
Yeah, definitely.
Grab
CEO,
grab Phoenix
keycard, get the
car.
disc.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, not much that can go wrong. Even if he did clip a camera, shouldn't be too bad. He can swap back into the guard as well after the kill, so he doesn't have to enter that room trespassing either. Of course, he's hostile even, not even trespassing.
Jeez,
He's even moving till this guy is closer, which is just... love it.
He has the time to do so, so it's all good.
And yeah, I have to say, there isn't much that can go wrong for In4Fun, and I hate that I said that, because the minute I said
you
it, I
never
realized
know
the
now,
caster is
Observer.
cursed.
You never know, Observer.
And I'll never cast an In4Fun game again.
He
if
has an excuse now if he does rip, I'm sure. Blithe now will be travelling up here. I don't, I don't, not a fan of what he tried to do last time. Perhaps trying to take out cameras and that before killing Athena would be my guess. But
and there's the kill as well for Tina. Gets it.
swaps the guys nicely as well. Didn't swap too early or anything. And we'll have the backup data disk there and the key for this side room here. Of course, trespass or hostile again in here, but should be fine. Of course, camera box in here as well. The key card for the exit as well, and only not many enforcers here for In4Fun. Will be a nice run to the exit.
Oh, and just a little bit of a whoosh, just to keep you on your toes. But In4Fun has exited that door many a time.
Nothing left. Nothing to stop him. Just him and the exit. And then we Blythe In4Fun taking New York and being Blythe 7-3.
Yeah, amazing. You could really tell for the first time in that match. I have to say, there was like a dominant lead. Blythe, I don't think he could get running, and it's a tough map to get running on if you can't get up those stairs properly and can't deal with cams and yeah. Yeah, not much to say, honestly. Just a really nice map to finish it off. Dartmoor, photo finish. Who expected it? Wow. But yeah, at least it made it exciting.
I think we saw Blythe initially restart with 4K. There's no photo finish, but then In4Fun Silent Run. Wow, what it was great. You know, Hatchet Undertaker, and he's done it in 3:25, just flown through, and it was just such a nice clean run. Blythe was just good on. He was good on Mendoza. He had an unfortunate rip on Whittleton Creek as well. I think was it tranking James Seeker in him. Dartmoor again forced a draw out of it from a situation where you thought towards the end of the In4Fun's managed to scrape a draw, but New York had that unfortunate rip and led to In4Fun winning.
Yeah, really nice match, I have to say. Dubai, we saw one rip pretty much cost it, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and Blythe was able to take it. Mendoza, I think we just saw some bad bathroom management from Blithe, which I'm sure In4Fun, after having his Mendoza the other day, is pretty happy to see somebody else fall victim to some kind of equivalent of it. Whittleton, I think was it again a rip? Oh yeah, the camera onto Janus. That one is definitely gonna.
It feels bad, but like it is funny. Like it was sucked for Blythe, but I'm sure it was fun to see at least.
And yeah, Dartmoor, like I said, so close. Different strats, of course. We saw different case files, token or
Yeah.
case files used from both players. And yeah, New York, not much to say, In4Fun took that pretty much grabbed the bull by the horns and just went straight forward and got the poison first try. No restarts.
But I think what was really nice to see today was different strats on every map. I think Dubai was the most similar, but that was like almost guaranteed. Mendoza, we saw different approaches from both players. Whittleton Creek, we didn't really get to see for Blithe, but again, he started soon. And In4Fun started gardening, you know. Dartmoor, Blithe did fast forward. In4Fun started, didn't do no. In4Fun did fast forward. Blithe didn't opt for fast forward. And same in New York, you know. Blithe started in that security yard. In4Fun starting janitor and having that nice drop down to get that first date disc onto Macho, which actually might have been why Blithe started security guard. You know, if he didn't know about that drop down, we might have seen him start janitor and have to grab
Yeah.
it. And
That's
yeah,
one of the
just,
biggest things of it is a lot of people are accustomed to security guard. I'm not even joking. I think In4Fun told me himself, or I asked him to reverberate it to me, and I said, "Is security guard like one of the best starts because you can get discs and you don't have to go back down after Athena?" And I'm pretty sure I've gotten it verified so many times, and to see that variation on janitor where you can also get discs straight away
yeah,
is so nice. Because of course you can do snail, um, for the meeting for Matteo and Fabian, but if you can do a spin faster than that, then
yes,
you might as well just do the what you call it, get the disc on the way up.
yeah,
But with
exactly.
consume
Yeah,
poison,
indeed.
you have so much time to wait anyway that you might as well just get the discs on the way up and do it as fast and safe as you can. And that's what In4Fun did, and it worked
Yeah,
out for him.
it gives you a lot of time to deal with Athena and the guards in that area. And still, In4Fun
Yeah,
had so much time just to do distractions and poison the drink, and yeah, even move buffer the disguise cross. So yeah, really nice. From In4Fun, of course, it's the end of Blithe, unfortunately. I think it's the right time now to move on to the brackets, and we will see, of course, PC. That will be the grand final decided. It will be In4Fun versus Danny Buter. The Hungarian matchup, RRWC 2020 versus RRWC 2021 champions. So, gonna be a thriller, I'd say. You would say two of the best roulette players in the world at the moment. So, they're not there because of luck, they're there because they're fucking great and they're good. And we saw Danny, this was the winners bracket semi final game which Danny Buter came out on top of, and I'm sure In4Fun will be looking to win that.
yeah. Of course, In4Fun did fight his way up. He did have a close fight with Danny just before this final, so Danny pushed him down just for In4Fun to
Yeah.
come back up. So it's hard to say whether the revenge is more powerful than the confidence from Danny. So
Yeah,
I really cannot wait for that match. And of course, I think that match is taking place in 2 days from now.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Sunday,
Of
it
course.
seems.
I think
Yeah.
so weird looking at this now, but on the upcoming screen, no upcoming matches. It's a weird thing to see at the end of every competition. Just the you're so used, like during the middle of it, we're just used to going through 7 matches. Again, this game's happening here and now, but now we're just stuck with this going on. So yeah,
And
definitely 2 good finals coming up on Sunday.
now that I think of it, I want to check the map we actually would have went to would have been Sapienza
Sapienza.
in the
So, yeah,
case of a Blithe win.
Another quick map, you
Yeah,
could say.
pretty
So,
forgiving in terms of it. I'd say maybe Paris would have been the only one I could maybe think that would be possibly faster than a
yeah.
Sapienza. But yeah,
I mean, Sapienza is long with some spins, of course, but
yeah,
unfortunately, we
old
didn't see it
axe.
today. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't see it today, and it wasn't fun coming out on top. And we said that we would see it. We would have to require a time. We did get a tie on top, tie on Dartmoor. So
Yeah,
got out
exactly. And
eventually.
you're trying to speedrun saying it
No,
as well.
speed on
Dartmoor
saying it,
just has
honestly.
its essence coming
It's
out
just
of it.
Dartmoor. I'm used to it, man. Honestly, it's just
But yeah, I
Dartmoor was
guess
quick.
any closing remarks on
No,
the
it's just
players for the final? I think we pretty much covered it, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
Both finals on Sunday, of course. It will be Danny versus In4Fun in the PC bracket and console. We're up for the buff guy versus Fanium.
Oh, so good.
So it's gonna be great, honestly. 2 very stat matches going
Yeah,
on
it's
Sunday.
very I see In4Fun and Buff Guy as the like I don't know how to describe it, like the teachers of their console bracket, and the other Fanium and Danny like the speedy ones. They're like the sensei and the student. But of course they're
The dads,
they're
that's
also
what she says.
yeah, the dads. I don't think In4Fun's a dad. I don't want to assume, but I don't think he is. Buff guy. Now that's up for debate.
Who knows what
He might
Buff
tell you
Guy-
something, but
Who knows what he is?
yeah, I have to
Yes.
say what a match, and yeah, I guess we'll leave it at that.
Yes, nothing. Let's say we'll go quickly back to the Idler as I find someone to raid. Yeah, thanks
Okay.
everyone for coming out. I'm guessing Throat will be casting both games on Sunday, so beware of when they take place, of course. They will put into the matchup channel, and I'm sure Throat's trying to arrange the games now. So yeah, that's all from us, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye bye.
See you then.